Welcome everyone to The Theorist. This is JC Botero67 and we are focusing today on Whodunnit, the trailer for this coming week's episode. The finale, by the way, looked very intense. I am excited. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know how to start this. But I guess recapping, we'll go ahead and focus on the predictions that I did in the previous video. And that was basically that I wanted Melina to be the one who figured out the clue, but it ended up being Cam who figured it out, and he got the special letter from the killer that his stating case was the best one, so good for him. I personally thought he was going to be one of the next victims, but, he got spared with that letter, so not what I was expecting. I mean, I guess when I was watching the episode, I was like, okay, he's gonna be safe. But prior to that, it would have been interesting to have the three girls at the finale, especially if Melina was the killer and, she kind of got revenge against Cam. But, we'll see whether or not Melina's the killer, because at the end of the episode, Melina went missing when that mist kind of overtook the room. So, I mean, it could be interpreted both ways. It could be that, okay, she was the next victim, and, there goes my prediction that I was making. But it could also be like Lindsay had said toward the end that, Melina's gone missing, maybe she's the killer, and, she's gonna show up behind me and kill me. So, it's still debatable whether Melina is the killer or not. But, in that trailer, there was a girl who kind of looked like Melina, and she looked kind of beaten up, I guess, or she looked like she would have been the next victim. So that's also kind of is it her? Is it not? That next victim, or, I don't even know. But it was interesting to see that the previous victims were all kind of brought back from the dead, so they're zombies. And, it kind of caught me thinking, and this is really random, okay, I'm just going to throw this out there. And I know it's not going to be the case, but, I thought about it. And I was like, okay, we saw how Giles was. Had, all these, laser and other things, pointing at him, aimed to kill him. If Cam, Lindsay, Chris, and Melina, if she's still alive and around, they kind of have to figure out where Giles is, figure out some, last clues to try and figure out who the killer is. But, I just thought it was weird that the four had left the estate and then bam, this happens to Giles and they have to turn back. It's how could one of them be the killer if they weren't there to capture Giles? I mean, they could be working with the maids, and then I don't even know about the zombies, man. Maybe the zombies had something to do with it too, but see, zombies aren't smart enough to do that. So we're disqualifying that potential scenario. But it's interesting seeing zombies. So that'll be pretty fun and intense. And I mean, at this rate, I don't know what to say. I mean, I would still like to believe that Melina is the killer, but at this rate, the way things are going, maybe she isn't. So, I mean, if I had to choose someone to be the killer, if it weren't Melina, for me it's really between Cam and Lindsay. But then Chris was suspicious too, last episode, because Giles had pointed out that she was also one to never get a scared card to this point. And I didn't even realize that. I mean, another Whodunnit viewer and I had discussed the fact that Ronnie and Melina hadn't received scared cards, and then of course, they eventually did, and Ronnie, of course, is already dead. But we didn't even think about Chris. I mean, I've kind of overlooked her a lot. So, I mean, she could be the killer too. But I don't know that she is. For me, it's really, if it's not Melina, it's gonna be between Cam and Lindsay. And that's picking too many people, I know. But, I mean, I already failed with my prediction. Or who knows. But I guess we'll just kind of wait around and see what happens in the grand finale of Whodunnit. And, I'm definitely looking forward to it, as I'm sure you are also. I guess we will go ahead and end it there. And I'll probably do one final review to kind of sum up what happened and my thoughts on who the killer was and who the winner was. And it's been fun reviewing, the last few episodes of Whodunnit, and I definitely look forward to, another season of it. And I will be reviewing it and making predictions as well. So thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time.